What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a 50-minute full body reformer workout. If we've not met before, hi, my name's Margaret. I'm 26. I'm a certified Pilates instructor. This workout is going to be a part of my Reformer on the Mat series, where every Monday I am sharing a 50-minute full body reformer workout with you and then breaking that workout down into mat workouts throughout the week. For this workout, you're gonna need a reformer, but you're also going to need a small ball. The small ball is totally optional, but if you have one, trust me, you will like it. Grab that, and then we'll go ahead and jump into things. We'll go ahead and get started with some feet and straps. So one red and one green, or one full spring, one medium spring, whatever you've got. Headrest is gonna stay down for right now. We'll scoot our hips forward towards the front edge of the machine, lay down so that your shoulders are right up against those shoulder blocks, and then take your ball. Hopefully you've got it somewhere around. We'll just take the ball so it goes right in between the legs, just above the ankles. Now from here, let's bring our hands down by our sides, roll the shoulders down and back, reach the fingertips towards the front edge of the machine. We'll point through the toes, and I just want you to take a big exhale. You're gonna squeeze on the ball. Inhale, it's a little release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, little release. Good. I should have said foot bar in neutral as well, or up in third position, whatever kind of positioning terms you use. Let's just do 6 more like this. 6 for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You're going to keep the ball right where it's at. Keep your feet right where they're at. Reach back behind you for your long leaps. Take them off of the pegs or off of the shoulder blocks, wherever you've got them. And then we'll take one loop over the arch of each foot. Okay, the ball stays where it's at. There's probably a more graceful way to get into that, but that's how we're gonna do it today. You can point your toes, you can flex your feet, doesn't really matter to me. Let's take an inhale to drop the legs down, and then exhale, you can lift the legs right back up. Okay, let's keep going like that. Inhale, legs drop down. Exhale, we'll lift the legs right back up. Good, now see if you can soften up through your knees. That's usually the spot where I feel myself kind of locking out right away. So see if you can help yourself a little bit there. Good. And it's just a pretty gentle squeeze onto the ball. It's nothing crazy. I just want you to bring some awareness into your inner thigh. Good. Okay, now on this next one, I want you to inhale, lower the legs down. You're going to exhale, lift the legs up. As your legs come up above your hips, we're just gonna do a little tiny short spine. Good, and then we'll just lower all the way down. Tailbone comes down. We'll press the legs all the way down towards our springs. Let's just do 3 more like that. Pressing onto the ball, little lift of the hips, and then you can take it right back down. Good. We'll go for 2. It's a really nice way to warm up the spine, warm up our core, but also warm up our legs. At this point, I'm feeling a whole lot of inner thighs. We'll press the legs down towards the springs. Last time, we inhale, lift up. And then take things right back down. We'll lower the legs so they come to about 45 or a high diagonal. Again, soften up through the knees, flexing your feet. You'll inhale, bend at the knees. And then exhale, squeeze onto the ball, press the legs out to straight. Inhale, bend. And then exhale, press. And you'll just keep moving like this. Bend and press. Bend and press. Let's just do 4 more. 4 for 3. 2. And then last one. We'll press the legs out wherever that 45 is for you. You can keep the feet flexed. Little squeeze in, little release. Squeeze in, release for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one, we're gonna bring everything in, grab onto your ball, and then take one loop off of the foot. You can reach for the foot bar just so you have something to press into. Your other loop is going to come off of the foot and then back up onto your pegs or onto your shoulder blocks. Spring load stays the same. Heels are going to come to the foot bar. The ball is going to come in between your inner thighs. Hands reach down for the edge of your carriage. Okay, and then we'll take a big exhale. You'll squeeze onto the ball, press into the heels. We tuck the tailbone under. You start to roll up into a bridge. Okay, inhale at the top, exhale, lower it right back down. Now, all things being relative, we're on a relatively light spring. So if you feel your carriage starting to move in and out, that's okay. If you want to pop on an extra spring, you can, but just be aware we're going to start to get into the hamstrings a little bit. We will do some hamstring curls, so just so you know where things are headed. Gets a little bit tricky if you add on like too many springs when you're trying to push away from the carriage or from the foot bar like this. Let's do 4 more. 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one, we'll press up and hold right there. Try to keep the hips level. You'll give me an exhale, press away from the foot bar. And then inhale, bend at the knees. You slide the carriage right back in. Good. We'll press away. And then we'll pull things in. Again, trying to keep the hips at the same level. If you need to lower your hips a little bit, cool with me. Your hips really only need to be elevated, I'd say about a fist distance away from your mat in order to get, to get the right muscle feeling right here. Like, what am I trying to say? Press out and then bring it in. Let's go for 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one. We'll pull things all the way in, and then for 6 reps, you're just going to go back into that bridge, lowering down, tapping the tail onto the mat. Inhale, and then exhale, press right back up. That's 6. This is going to be 5. For 4. 3. 2. And then last one. Whew, with that last one, hips lower all the way down, grab onto the ball, take a second, breathe, breathe. Okay, you've got it. Again, relatively light spring load. We're going to keep our right heel on the foot bar. Left knee is going to kind of lift up. You'll bring the ball so it comes behind the left knee. Okay, now for a single leg bridge, you come to whatever point feels comfortable for you on the foot bar. I'm on my heel, but a little bit further up. Okay, when you're ready from right here, it's an exhale. We press into that right side. You lift the hips up. You'll inhale, lower all the way back down. You'll lift up and lower down. Just for 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one, you lift up and hold. Take that left toe, you're going to tap the foot bar, squeeze the ball, lift the leg back up. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. And then last one. Everything lowers down. Take a second, breathe. I told you it's a light spring, so it might feel like a little bit crazy. That's okay. You've got it under control. Same thing on the other side. Left heel comes to the foot bar. Ball comes behind the right knee. Hands down by your sides. Roll the shoulders down and back. You'll exhale, press into the heel, tuck the tailbone under, start to roll up into your bridge. Inhale, and then exhale, take it right back down. Good. Just for 4 more. 4. for 3, 2, and then last one, we press up and hold. Keep it right here. Take that right leg. You're going to tap the toes to the foot bar and then squeezing onto the ball, you lift the knee back up above the hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Good. Everything's going to lower down. Grab onto the ball. Take a second. Breathe. The ball's going to come into your hands. Right heel comes back to your foot bar. Left knee lifts up above your hip. Your arms are going to reach up above your shoulders. From here, we exhale, press away from the foot bar. You're going to twist up and over, finding a crunch, keeping your gaze looking at the ball. Inhale, you'll pull back into the foot bar, shooting the left leg out to straight. Ball comes up above your chest. We go up and over, and then we'll bring things in. Let's go for 6 more. 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. And then last one, I want you to press away, hold your twist, pulling the left knee in towards your shoulder. You'll give me an inhale, shoot that left leg out. Exhale, pull back in. For 4 more, go out and in. For 3, 2, and then last one. Your knee pulls in. You're going to kick your leg up, lower the left leg down, tap the foot bar, lift back up. For 4, for 3, 2, and then last one. Good. Lift your left leg up, 10 tiny pulses. We reach 1 inch forward. Take it 1 inch back, trying to pull through the obliques. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Everything comes in, head drops down, pull the ball through center. I kind of got scrunched up by the shoulder blocks. So you can scoot down a little bit. We'll do that same exact thing on the other side. Left heel to the foot bar, right knee lifts above the hip. The ball comes up above your chest. You'll exhale to press away as you twist up and over to the outside of the right knee. You'll inhale, pull back to the foot bar, shooting the right leg over the foot bar, ball above the chest. Exhale, press away. Inhale, take it home. Now try to stay as evenly weighted and as heavy as you can through your hips. That'll help you to make sure you don't crunch up into the shoulder blocks. Let's go for 4 more. See, I say that as I crunch up into the shoulder blocks. This will be 4. I kind of need like a sticky pad for 3, 2, and then last one. You crunch up and hold right there, taking the right leg. You're going to shoot it out and then exhale, pull it in for 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Right knee pulls in, kick the leg up to straight. You inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift back up. You'll go for 4, for 3, 2, and then last one. Keep the leg lifted, 10 tiny pulses, reaching 1 inch forward, 1 inch back for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Everything pulls in. Feet come to the foot bar. The ball can just kind of hang out for a second. We'll take the knees, dropping them over towards the left. We'll bring it up through center and then drop the knees over towards the right. And now for my favorite way to change up our springs, let's hook the knees over the top of our foot bar, reaching the arms above the chest. We'll exhale, tuck chin to chest, roll yourself all the way up. And then we're gonna pop off that red spring, keeping the carriage on 1 green or 1 medium spring, whatever you've got in your space. From here, the ball comes with you. We're stepping off of our machine, towards the left. Okay, we're gonna stand up off of our carriage, and then I want you to bring your left foot so it comes pretty close to your frame. Your right foot's going to come onto your carriage. We'll press it up against the shoulder block. From right here, you take the ball, you're going to lift that left foot up into releve and then slide the ball underneath your left heel. Okay, both hands come to the foot bar. You're going to press that right leg out to straight and then give me an inhale, you lower down to lunge. You'll exhale, press into that right heel, you come back up to stand. Now for as long as you need to, you hold on to the foot bar. Once you feel good, you start to take one hand away. Maybe you take both hands away. I know it feels a little scary to take both hands away, but you can do it. We're on a pretty light spring to be doing something like this, so if it feels crazy, the foot bar is right there. Good. All right, we got it. Let's do 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one, you're coming down into your lunge, holding right there. You're pressing down into the ball, pressing down into the ball of your left foot. 10 tiny pulses right here. Little lift, little lower. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Big exhale, you're pressing into that left heel. You come up to stand for 5 more reps. You're going to lower down and then lift up. That's 5. This is going to be 4. Lower and lift. For 3, 2, and then last one. Awesome. With that last one, you're going to take your right foot off of the carriage. We're going to spin towards the opposite edge of our machine, and you'll just take the ball for a second, move it around. Okay, we are going to reset it underneath the heel though. Okay, so just take a second, reset. Left foot stays on the ground. We're going to do a slight little turnout of the toe. Again, lifting back up into releve, you'll slide the ball so it comes underneath your heel. Okay, right foot comes up against your shoulder block. We're going to lower down into a squat and then shift our weight over. From right here, you press that right leg out. Inhale, you'll bend the knee, pull the carriage back in, slide out, pull in. Now, if having the ball underneath your left heel is a little bit too much, if you're like, bitch, this is a little bit too crazy today, just take it out, hold it in your hands. That works perfectly fine. There's a lot going on right here. It's a lot of inner thigh. It's a lot to be up in releve. You'll feel it in your calves tomorrow for sure. Good. Let's go for 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one, you're going to press that right leg out. 10 tiny pulses through the right leg. It's a little in, a little out. For 9, 8, 7, 6, foot bars right there if you need it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Good. With that last one, we come all the way up. Very carefully reach for your foot bar. Right foot comes off of the carriage. You're going to grab onto your ball, and then we'll make our way onto the carriage. Take a second. Right knee is going to slide back. Left foot's going to step forward onto your headrest. And you'll keep your ball, we're going to go ball over into the left hand. You'll press it right to the outside of your left hip. Now from right here, let's make sure that the right toes are not touching the platform. Okay, so grab a hold of your strap that's on the left side. We'll cross it over into our right hand. And then from right here, we're going to lift the right arm up in line with the shoulder. It'll be an exhale to bicep curl. Inhale to release at the elbow, let it go. And actually, I'm gonna have to grab onto my long loop because that all of a sudden felt real heavy. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale to release. Now, if this position's not for you, ditch it. Both knees can come down, and you can do the same thing from right here, just pressing the ball into your left side, bicep curl, and then release. That works perfectly fine. Am I crazy and making you do weird stuff? Yes, absolutely. Good. Let's just do 4 more right here. 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, your right arm's going to come all the way down. We're going to swap things over so that your rope comes into your right hand. The ball is just going to rest onto your left leg, and you can reach for the ball with your right hand. Press that rope back. We'll do a single arm chest expansion. Pressing back towards the foot bar, and then inhaling to pull forward. Press back. Pull forward. Now you're pressing into the ball with your hand, pressing your leg into the ball so we get even pressure right there coming from the top and from the bottom. And I won't make you do a lot, just for 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, take a second. Take a breath. We'll do one more thing right here. And I'm just going to have you put the ball kind of in between your shoulder block and your right foot, left foot. Sorry, crossing your rope back over into your left hand. Your right arm's going to reach out in front of you. I forgot, I'm mirroring you. Your rope comes into your right hand, left arm reaches out in front of you. You'll exhale, bend at the elbow, rotating over to that right side. Inhale, reach the right arm back out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. A nice high row. Good. Let's just do 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, everything comes down. You're going to hang up your long loop. We'll keep the left foot forward where it's at on our, keep the left foot forward, but we're going to scoot it back so that your big toes kind of line up with your shoulder blocks, and then walk your right foot back so that you can tuck your toes under onto your platform. Your ball is going to come to your right hand, just press down into it. Left hand comes to the top of your shoulder block. Okay, from here, we're going to press the carriage out as we straighten out through our right leg. Okay, you'll give me an inhale. We pull the carriage in. You can drop your knee back down. We press out and then bring it in. Out and in. Out and in. And that's all it is. Okay, a little bit of instability on the right side because you're pressing into the ball instead of the shoulder block. It's okay. You can handle it. Let's do 4 more. 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. You're going to press things out, hold it right here. You'll give me a big inhale. You're going to press that left leg to straight, and then exhale, bend the left knee, pull right back in. A little bit of splits action. Press out. Pull in. If the ball becomes too much, it's the first thing to go. Press out. Pull in just for 4 more. 4. for 3, 2, and then last one. Good. With that last one, we're going to be dropping the right knee down very carefully, stepping the left knee back, and then we can just scoot forward a little bit so you can take a bit of a child's pose. If your fit bar's in the way, don't worry about it. We need it here for the rest of the stuff that we're doing. So just take a second, take a breath. When you're ready to go back in, we'll do that same series, but kind of in reverse-ish, starting off coming into our split stance right here. So the right foot's gonna step forward onto your headrest. Left knee will stay back. And then we'll take the ball. You're gonna bring the ball into your right hand, just pressing to the outside of your hip. We'll grab onto our loop that is on the right side, bring it over into your left hand. And remember, we're gonna do long loop because it felt kind of crazy on that first side. We'll shoot the left arm out in line with the shoulder, and then exhale, you'll take a bicep curl. Inhale, you'll release. Let it go. Exhale in, and then inhale, release. If this still feels a little bit heavy, you can always pull both knees in and just sit hips back to heels, or you can change up your springs too. That always works. Always works if things feel heavy. Just pick a different spring load. Let's go for 4 more. 4. For 3, 2, and then last one. With that last one, we're crossing our loop over into the right hand, taking the ball just to the top of the right leg. Roll the shoulders down and back. You'll exhale, press your right hand back towards your foot bar. Inhale, pull your hand back in. Chest expansion, press back. Pull forward. Remember, we're not doing a lot because it's kind of a heavy spring. This was kind of mean of me. Originally, I was going to have you do it on a red, but I'm glad we set it on a green. Me double checking that we're on a green spring. Let's do 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one. Good. Everything comes in. You're going to take the ball, put it right in between your foot and your shoulder block, and then cross your loop so it comes back over into your left hand. Right arm reaches out in front of you. You'll exhale, bend back through the left elbow, rotating over towards the left side of your room. Inhale, reach forward. Sometimes with this one, we can handle a little bit more tension. Anytime we do really any kind of rowing movement, you're probably able to handle a little bit more just because we're getting into bigger muscle groups. So if you do need more, you can either grab onto your D clip right here, or you can grab onto the tape on your rope. Now we'll just do 4 more there because I stalled long enough. This is 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Awesome. With that last one, your rope comes forward, hang it up onto your peg, and then take your ball. You'll bring it into your left hand, scooting that right foot back just a little bit. Right hand comes to the top of the shoulder block. Left foot reaches back for your platform. Take a second, take a breath. When you're ready, it's an exhale to press the carriage out, straightening out through the left leg. It's an inhale, pull the carriage in, dropping the left knee down. Exhale, press out. Inhale, bend the knee. Take things back in. Press out. And then bring it in. It's a little bit stretchy. I'll warn you though, when we do this on the mat, it's not going to feel this stretchy. It probably will not feel this nice. Let's do 4 more. 4. Can you get even pressure between both hands? For 3. 2. And then last one, you press out, hold right there. Give me a big exhale. You're going to press that right leg to straight, pushing the carriage away from you. And then inhale, we bend the right knee, you pull right back in. If hanging onto the ball like this becomes too much, you feel too wobbly, you don't feel safe, ditch it. Okay, I'm just making you go for 4 more. 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, everything comes in, left knee drops down. We'll step our right knee back to meet it. And then again, hips can go to the heels. Take your ball with you. Take a breath. Take a second. When you're ready, we're going to be stepping off towards now it's going to be the left side of our machine, but just the other side of our machine so we can do that little bit of standing work. Get it out of the way. If you need an extra second, you take an extra second. You're doing so good. Okay, remember, right here, right foot's gonna stay down on the ground. You're going to come up onto the ball of your foot, sliding the ball underneath your right heel. Let's start with the hands on the foot bar just so that we can get our bearings right here. Like I've got the ball in a weird spot. Left foot comes up against your shoulder block. We'll press that left leg to straight. On an inhale, you lower down to lunge. Exhale, you pull things right back in. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, take things in. Okay, now once you feel good here, we can start to take the left hand away from the foot bar. Okay, maybe if we're feeling really good, we take the right hand away from the foot bar. If we're not feeling so good, you ditch the ball. Good, we're doing 4 more just like this. 4. For 3. For 2. It's going to be wobbly, so take it slow. Good. This is going to be our last one. We take it low into that lunge. You hold it right there. Foot bar's there if you need it. You press down into the right side. Little lift, little lower. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, pressing down into that right side. You stand all the way up for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and then last one. Awesome. With that last one, hands come to the foot bar. Very carefully take the carriage in. Left foot's going to come off of the foot bar. We're going to be keeping the ball underneath the right heel. So take a second to adjust. Remember, you can stay pretty close to that foot bar. If you feel like you need more support, more spring. Switch over to one red, maybe see how that goes. With the right foot, we're getting a little bit of a turnout of the toe, so toe out, heel in. Again, you're coming onto the ball of the foot, sliding the ball so it comes underneath your right heel. Now, if you're somebody that likes your ball like really inflated, you probably want to take a little bit of air out of it. I should have said that at the beginning of this class, but I forgot. Left foot comes up against your shoulder block. We're going to lower down to squat and then shift our weight over. From here, it's an exhale. Press the left leg out. Inhale, bend the knee. Pull the carriage back in. You press out and then bring things in. That's all it is. Press out and then take it in. Good. Okay. It's wobbly. Should be wobbly. Good. You didn't come here for the easy stuff, I hope. But I'm like, you know, what is easy on a reformer, right? Let's do 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one, you press that left leg out, hold it right there. See if you can shift your weight over just a little bit more. 10 tiny pulses through this left leg. Little in, little out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Good. With that last one, reach for your foot bar, let it help you pull that carriage all the way in. We're going to take the ball out from underneath the right foot. You'll climb onto your carriage like so, feet up against your shoulder blocks. Let's take the ball between the inner thighs. And then while we're taking a second to kind of readjust, let's switch up our springs so that we're on one red spring or one heavy spring, one full spring, whatever you want to call it. We'll just do a little bit of back extension before we get into kind of our last series here. Hands are going to come out towards the corners of your foot bar, feet up against the shoulder blocks. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, coming out of that anterior tilt. Okay, you'll give me a big exhale, press away from the foot bar, shifting your chest over the springs, and then keeping the arms straight, you'll inhale like you're pushing a marble away with your nose. You'll pull yourself back in, coming into extension. Good, big inhale, shift back, your chest goes over the springs. And then exhale, we keep the arms straight. You lift things up, pushing a marble away with your nose. Let's do 3 more, press back. And then bring it in. For 2. And then last one, you're gonna press back, hold it right there. Exhale, you bend the elbows, pulling your chest towards the foot bar. Inhale, you press away. We bend and then press. Good, for 4 more. 4, for 3, 2, and then last one. Good. With that last one, we're coming all the way in towards our stopper, grabbing onto the ball. We can take a little child's pose from right here. Just put the ball off to the side for a second. Knees down, hips go back to the heels. Arms or hands can come to the foot bar. You'll just press away. Whoo! Take a deep breath right here. Big inhale. And then exhale out. You can let it go. Okay, when you're ready, we're pulling everything back in. Spring load stays the same, 1 red spring, full spring, whatever you want to call it. Grab back onto your ball. We're going to flip all the way back to face the back of our machine. Feet can come onto your headrest. We're going to take the ball so it comes to our T point, right at the bottom of your sports bra strap. Okay, so get up nice and close to those shoulder blocks. You're gonna find a C curve rolling back, and then that should get you right about where you need to be with the ball. Now, of course, I forgot the most vital part of this. We're gonna be grabbing onto our long loops before we roll back onto the ball. Do you ever do that? You get into something, you're like, oh wait, how are we gonna grab onto the loops from here? That's how, okay. Feet will come onto the headrest. You can squeeze your legs together. Let's grab onto the short loops and see how that goes. Draw in from the belly button. The ball is supporting you, okay. Your gaze is looking forward. Your chin is parallel to the mat. Let's just take a big exhale, bend at the elbows. Nice low row. Inhale to release and let it go. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, release. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like I can handle a little bit more tension. So I'm gonna grab onto the knots or the tape on my ropes to pull in and release out. Okay, I have you on a red spring for a reason, and you'll see why as we change up our movements. Pull in, reach out. Let's go for 4 more. 4, for 3, for 2, and then last one. Arms come out. You're going to switch to those short loops. Lift your arms so they come up in line with your shoulders. Bicep curl. Isn't this a more fun way to do upper body? I think so. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale to release. Bring things in. Release them out. Keep going like that. Pull in. Reach out. Again, this one's going to be a fun one when we do it down on the mat. Good. Let's go for 4 more. 4, for 3, 2, and then last one. Good. We're going to release the arms. Take a second. Breathe. Okay, you've got it, you've got it. From right here, we're keeping the feet where they're at. Arms are gonna reach back out. You'll flip the palms in towards your legs. From here, it's a big exhale. You open the arms out to T, and then inhale, you pull right back in. Now with this one, that might feel kind of heavy to open out to T like that, so you can reach for your long loops. Open out, and then pull in. Now we try to do this with as much control as we can. Sometimes easier said than done. Now, if you're ready for more, you're going to lift the legs to tabletop, knees above the hips, and we'll open out and then bring things in. That's up to you if you want to do it. Good. Good. If you feel kind of wobbly on the ball, don't hesitate to put more pressure onto it, right? You're drawing in from the belly button, pulling hips closer to the ribs. The ball's supporting you. Okay, if you're ready to add on, we open the arms, drop the right toes down, close the arms, lift the right toes up. Open and drop, close and lift. Just for 3 more each side. Whew! 3. And 3. We'll go for 2. Whoo! I underestimate myself. And 2. This will be our last one. And 1. Good. Now take a second right here. Both feet come down to your headrest. You're just going to reach back over the ball or kind of lay down a little bit further. Your head might tap the foot bar. If it does, just pull the ropes in. Whew, find a little extension over the ball. Take a second. Take a breath. Okay, now when you're ready, keeping the ropes pulled in, you'll roll yourself up so that you don't hit the foot bar with your head. Your arms are going to stay reaching out in front of you, and we'll kind of build off of that extension right there. Inhale here, prepare, keeping your feet down on the headrest. You'll exhale, open the arms out towards your sides. You're going to circle them up and around as you extend over the ball. And then you'll inhale, let the arms lift you up back into your C curve. So we have to get a little bit of rotation through the shoulders and through the palms. It's kind of like rowing, right? If you're familiar with the classical sequence, you open out, we'll reach back, extend over the ball, and then keeping the arms straight, we come back to our C curve. We're only doing 3 more like that. Open and circle. For 2. And then last one. Good. Now with that last one, just take a second, take a breath. We're going to roll up off of the ball, hanging up our long loops. Take a second, breathe. From here, I have one more thing for us to do. We're not even going to use any of our straps, but we'll stay facing the back of the machine. The ball's going to come in between your knees and then scoot your butt right up against those shoulder blocks. Whew. You'll lay down onto your mat. Arms will reach up above the shoulders. You'll give me a big exhale. Crunch up through the head, neck, and shoulders. Hands outside of the hips. Shins parallel to the ceiling. Give that ball a good squeeze. And we get to wrap up taking our Pilates 100. You'll go inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Actively pumping through the arms. Everything from the shoulder down towards that middle finger is working. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to, you shoot those legs out, but the shoulder blocks are right there, so it might not feel so good. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. We're probably at about 60 if I had to guess. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is going to be last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to lower your head down, bring your hands behind your head just so you have a little bit of support. You'll probably find the platform right there, but just be mindful that your springs aren't open. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. We always want to make sure our hair doesn't get caught in the springs. Whew! Okay, take a second right here. You're gonna grab onto your ball, put it off to the side. Mine kind of likes to hang out right underneath my frame. Hands are gonna reach towards the shoulder blocks, both feet goes down, and then you're just gonna roll yourself right back up there. When you're ready, we're gonna get ourselves into a little bit of a cool down. You can pop your head rest up if that's what you prefer. That's what I prefer. I'm gonna go on one red and one green, the same spring roll that we started on. A red and a blue works great. A red and a yellow works great as well. Go ahead and scoot your hips forward and then lay yourself all the way down onto your carriage. I like to start feet on the foot bar, press out to straight, and then take one foot into your long loop. We'll take the other loop into, or other foot into our long loop, and then reach your hands down by your sides. Okay, from right here, we're just gonna take a couple lower and lifts of the legs. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, lift up. And just start to take a couple of deep breaths, right? I was kind of mean. I made you do some mean stuff. It's crazy what the ball, like what the ball brings to the table, how it changes things. Good. I always like props, not because they make things harder, which they almost always do, but I like them mostly because they're a really good tool. They help us to bring a little bit more awareness into our body. Let's just do 4 more right here. 4. For 3. We'll go for 2. And then last one. Once your legs lift back up above your hips, you'll give me a big inhale, circle the legs out and around to your sides, bringing them down to meet kind of towards the front of your machine, just for 4 more like that. 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Once your legs meet back up above your hips, we'll take those circles in the opposite direction, lowering down through center, opening out, circling around and up. We'll go for 4 more. 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, soles of the feet come together. You're going to bend at your knees, finding a butterfly position with the legs. I like to pull my feet closer towards the springs and towards the front edge of the carriage, but alternatives, you can lift the feet up, pull the legs in a little bit closer to you, pressing your forearms into the legs. Whatever feels better for you, that's where I want you to go. We're gonna hang out here for a couple of breaths just to give our hips a little bit of time to release. Let's do 3 more deep breaths just for good measure. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. For 2. And then last one. With that last one, if you're not already grabbing onto your ropes, go ahead and take a hold of them. Right side's gonna stay still. We'll take our left leg, grabbing onto the rope. You unfold the left leg out towards the left, and you can bring your gaze over your right shoulder, gently pulling the elbow into the rib cage, gentle pull back on the rope. Take a big inhale, and then exhale out. You're gonna let it go. We'll pull the left foot back in to meet the right, connecting the feet through center, and then grabbing a hold of that right side, you'll open the right leg out. You can bring your gaze again over that left shoulder, getting a little bit of a spinal twist. I didn't move my reformer far enough away from the wall. My foot's like just hanging out, touching the wall. We'll take a big inhale right here. And then we can exhale out, let it go. Use your next inhale to bend at the knee, pulling the feet back in through center. And then when you're ready, we're gonna lift those feet up. You'll press the feet up towards the ceiling, still grabbing a hold of your ropes. Give your ropes a gentle pull, pushing heels up to the ceiling, pulling toes to nose. And if it feels good, we'll bend through one knee, pushing the opposite heel up. Same thing on the other side. Good. When you're ready right here, you can pull your knees in towards your chest, grabbing onto one long loop at a time. We'll place those long loops back up onto our pegs or onto the shoulder blocks. You can hook the knees around the foot bar, scoot yourself away from those shoulder blocks, reach the arms up, and we'll roll ourselves up through to seated. Once you get there, hands can come behind you. You can swing the legs out and you are all finished for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, please let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys back here on Wednesday and Thursday for this workout on the mat. Remember, you guys are awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video.
I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love.